Morning, everyone. Let's see PHP. Everyone, we know that PHP is used to create dynamic website. The term PHP is an acronym of Hypertext Preprocessor. It is a server-side scripting language. Okay. So it is an open source, which means what is open source? Open source means we can freely download it and it is useful. It is very simple to learn and use. And we save the program in a file extension of .php. The Erasmus introduced the PHP. Okay. It is an interpreted language and it does not require a compiler. We can directly run the code. Okay. These are the characteristics of PHP. The PHP code is executed in the server. It can be integrated with many different databases such as Oracle, Microsoft SQL Server, MySQL, and MongoDB, MariaDB, and we can use it with the different databases. It is powerful to hold a content management system like WordPress and can be used to control user access. And it also supports the main protocols like HTTP Basic, HTTP Digest, IMAP. We can use file transfer protocols. Okay, and there are major websites are created using the PHP like Facebook, Yahoo are built on PHP. Then one of the main reasons behind this PHP can be it is easily embedded in the HTML files. We can incorporate the HTML files in a PHP file. Okay. The thing that differentiate PHP from the client-side language like HTML and PHP codes are executed in the server-side language. And HTML is it is a static. We can create static website, and using PHP we can create the dynamic websites. Okay. The only information that the client or browsers knows is the results returned after executing the PHP script on the server and not the actual PHP codes present in the PHP file. Also, PHP files can support other client-side scripting languages, not only HTML, it will also support CSS and JavaScript. Then PHP, already we saw that PHP was created by Erasmus. Okay, it is an open source programming language. Then what is the purpose of using PHP to create the website? It is a server-side web development. It can be embedded in a HTML code. Okay, this is all we saw. Then this is a basic syntax of PHP. The PHP starts with the symbol and PHP. The PHP code will be here, and every starting tag will have a closing tag. Okay, this is the PHP's closing tag. This is the simple example of PHP. We are just printing the hello world. So already I said we can incorporate the HTML code in a PHP file. This is the HTML tag we are giving you. The HTML tag program which starts with the HTML tag, and this is a head tag. In head tag we give some title. This is a PHP hello world. Then we are closing the head. In HTML, every opening tag will have a closing tag. Then we are opening the body. This is we know already, this is the starting of the PHP code. In PHP, instead of print statement, we are using echo statement. I'll tell the difference between the echo and print statement in the later slides. So the echo statement is used to print the statements. So in echo statement, we have to give double quotes and semicolon is important in echo. Okay, and this is the completion of body, closing tag of body. In HTML, we get the output like this. Hello world, this is PHP code. So this is the simple example of a PHP code. Okay, next, there are different features of PHP. Actually, we are moving from HTML to PHP to create a dynamic website. There are some problem with the HTML static website because it is not secure and it is not interactive. And compared to PHP, it is very slow. That's why we are moving to PHP. There are different features which will make us to use PHP. That is dynamic typing. In PHP, it's dynamically typed, meaning we don't need to declare the data type. It is loosely typed language. We know to declare the data type of the variable. It will automatically take the data type of the variable. Then it is a class platform. PHP run on various platforms, making it comfortable with different operating systems. Then database integration. PHP provides built-in support for interacting with different databases. Already we saw that. Then it is server-side scripting. PHP scripts are executed on the server, generating HTML that is sent to the client's browser. Then why should we use PHP? Already we know PHP is interacting. That is a server-side scripting language, and we can create different forms and create sessions and cookies. We can send mails, and we can use different databases. That is the reason for using PHP. Then the advantages of PHP are it is an open source, that means freely downloadable and easy to learn. The tags are very, very simple. It is similar to C language, so it is very simple to learn. Then web integration. It is designed specifically for web development and it is embedded within HTML. So these are the advantages of PHP, and it also support different databases, and it is a cross-platform compatibility and large community and documentation. What is large community and documentation? So the PHP has a vast and active community of developers. The abundance of online resources, tutorials, and documents are available. So we can find a solution and seek help whenever we need. Then frameworks and CMS. There are popular PHP frameworks like Laravel, Symfony, and CodeIgniter, which provide pre-built models and features. So we can access the pre-built models, and it is a server side. Okay, this already we saw that. Then there are some disadvantages of a PHP is also there. That is inconsistency and security performance. So these are some disadvantages of the PHP. Okay. Already we saw that the basic program of the PHP. This is a program to add two variables. So this is a PHP code which illustrates the. We are declaring. I forgot to tell that in PHP we have to declare the variable define the variable using the tag. So, one which is equal to, we assign the value 15. This is $variable 2. We assign the value 30. We are doing a sum. So we are adding $variable 1 with $variable 2. We are getting some sum results. So we are printing this echo results in $sum. So this is simple addition program using PHP, and it is insensitive to white space. This includes all types of spaces that are invisible on the screen, including tabs, spaces, and carriage returns. The PHP ignore all the spaces or tabs in a single or carriage written in multiple rows, and blocks in PHP. In PHP, multiple statements can be executed simultaneously in a loop. So we can use curly braces. Within the curly braces, we can give the multiple statements. Then variables. As earlier I said, in PHP, we have to define the variable using the dollar symbol. As usual, the variable name must be alphanumeric. It only contain numeric, and it must starts with some alphabets. It does not starts with underscore like the special characters, and even it cannot starts with a number. Okay. So the variables are we already know that the variables are used to store the values of the store the values. Then there are different types of variables are there: local variables, global variables, and static variables. The local variable means we have to declare the variables within the function, and we can access the variable only inside the function. So here in the function static underscore var, we are using the variable. We are declared the variable as declared different variables. We can use only this variable within this function. This is called local variables, and this is a global variables. In the global variables, we can declare outside the function, and we can use this variable in the entire program. That is called global variables. Okay, then static variables. It is the characteristics of PHP to delete the variables once it completes its execution and the memory is freed. But sometimes we need to store the variables even after the completion of function execution. To do this, we use the static keywords, and the variables are then called static variables. Okay, so the PHP associates the data type depending on the value for the variable. Then echo statement. Already I said the echo statement is used to print the things, and we can pass the multiple arguments in the echo statement. That is the major difference between the print statement and echo statement. The echo statement accepts a list of arguments, but print accepts only one argument at a time. It returns no value or returns what? It returns the value one print statement. It displays the outputs of one or more strings separated by commas. We can pass maybe a string separated by commas, but this only one string is printed. It is comparatively faster than the print statement, and it is slower than the echo statement. Okay, remaining concepts we see in the next video. Thank you.